Sometimes there's a wine that just stops you, makes you pause.
Yeah, that aha moment.
Exactly. The one that reminds you why you got into wine in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a bottle that seems to have done just that for Mia Gibson over at Wineful Living.
Okay.
Her review is our source today, and it's all about the Davies Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon, the 2021.
Ah, Davies. Interesting choice. So our mission, digging into Mia's review, is basically to figure out why this one hits that mark, why she calls it an expression of Napa Valley excellence.
Right. What makes it special? Its character, the story behind it.
And crucially, why you, listening, might really want to try it. Mia seems convinced it perfectly captures that Napa terroir.
Okay, so let's unpack that. How does it do that? The review, it paints a picture straight away that this isn't just, another Napa cab.
No. Definitely not.
It feels like it connects back to the passion at Davies Vineyards, right?
Yeah.
Which goes way back, 1965.
That's right, with Schramsberg originally.
Yeah, the Davies family in Schramsberg sparkling wines. Now, for a Cabernet producer, starting with sparkling, what's the significance there? Is that usual?
Well, it's not the typical path, is it? Starting with bubbles and then nailing Bordeaux reds like Cabernet. What it really shows, I think, is their adaptability and maybe more importantly, a deep understanding of their land. They clearly recognize that certain spots on their estate were, well, perfect for Cabernet.
Okay.
It wasn't just an afterthought. It suggests they were really deliberate about matching the grape to the place. That's fundamental if you want to truly express terroir,
So it's not just made in Napa, it kind of is Napa because they found the right patch of Napa for it.
Precisely. That's the idea. It embodies it.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so connecting that history to the wine itself, Mia gets pretty descriptive about just looking at it.
The visuals.
Yeah, a deep ruby purple color catches the light beautifully, and then the nose.
The aroma, yeah. What did she pick up?
Classic stuff first. Dark berry is blackberry, black cherry. Pretty standard, right? Then the oak notes, vanilla, bit of cedar, French oak.
Okay, sounds like textbook Napa cab so far.
But then, this is what caught my eye. She mentions an intriguing whisper of eucalyptus and fresh herbs.
Ooh, eucalyptus. Now that's interesting.
Right. That feels a bit more distinctive for Napa.
Absolutely. That specific note, alongside the dark fruit and oak, it tells a story. Eucalyptus in Napa cab often points to maybe a cooler microclimate, or specific vineyard blocks, maybe certain clones. It suggests there's a freshness there, a kind of lift that balances out the richness you expect.
So not just a fruit bomb.
Exactly. It hints at complexity, nuance, something beyond just power. Mia clearly found that compelling.
Okay, so visually appealing, aromatically complex.
Yeah.
But the big test is always the taste, isn't it?
Always. How did it stack up on the palate, according to the review?
Sounds like it really delivered. It talks about rich, concentrated blackcurrant, dark plum.
Yeah.
Then layers of chocolate, espresso, some baking spice.
Nice layers.
But the key thing, she really emphasizes this, is the balance. The balance between that fruit, the acidity, and the tannins.
Okay, that's crucial.
She actually calls it a hallmark of exceptional winemaking. That's high praise.
It really is.
Yeah.
For a 2021, achieving that balance means they likely managed the vineyards perfectly, getting ripeness without losing acidity.
Right.
And then careful work in the winery so the tannins aren't aggressive, they're integrated. It feels, well, complete, harmonious.
So that harmony, that balance, what does it mean when you bring food into the picture? Mia apparently paired it with lamb.
Yeah, herb-crusted rack of lamb. Sounds like it was a hit at her dinner party.
A classic pairing.
Totally classic. And it makes sense. The wine's structure holds up to the lamb's richness, right? And those herbal notes you mentioned earlier, they'd echo the rosemary in the crust, creates a really nice synergy.
Makes sense.
But she didn't stop there. Obviously, grilled steak, like a ribeye, is a natural fit.
Sure.
But she also mentioned wild mushroom risotto, which is a great pointer for vegetarians.
Oh, interesting.
And even dark chocolate desserts. That concentration of fruit could really sing with the bitterness of good chocolate.
Wow, okay.
And aged cheeses too, Gouda, Manchego. So it's actually quite versatile, not just a big red meat wine.
That versatility is definitely a plus. Now, Mia also talks about value. She seems pretty confident saying this Davies offers, well, exceptional value compared to its peers.
Yeah, the quality to price ratio.
Right. She notes many other premium Napa cabs cost quite a bit more.
And that's a really relevant point in today's Napa market, isn't it? Things can get expensive fast.
For sure.
Plus, there's the approachability factor. A lot of high-end Napa cabs need years in the cellar before they're ready. You need patience.
Yeah.
But Mia describes this 2021 as gorgeous now, ready to go.
Ah, immediate gratification.
Exactly. But, and this is key, it also has the structure to age. She suggests easily 5 to 10 years, maybe more.
Okay, best of both worlds then.
It really is. Drink it tonight or, squirrel it away for a bit. That offers great flexibility for you, the drinker.
And circling back to the story, the background, we talked about the Schramsberg connection,
Yeah.
that move from sparkling to still reds.
That adaptive approach, yeah.
But Mia also mentioned something about their current practices, more contemporary.
Yes, sustainability. She highlights their commitment to sustainable farming.
Right.
And that's not just a nice to have or a marketing point. It genuinely impacts the wine. Healthier vines, better fruit quality. It translates into the glass.
So it's about respecting the land.
Absolutely. And you can often sort of paste that care, that stewardship. It adds another layer, doesn't it, to the whole experience.
It really does. So summing it up, Mia's take seems to be, whether you're new to Napa cabs or you've been drinking them for years.
This Davies is worth seeking out.
Yeah, great quality for the price. It can age, but it's also good now. Versatile with food.
And it captures that classic Napa style, but with maybe a more thoughtful, modern feel.
Yeah.
Not overdone.
Right. Good for a big celebration, but
Yeah.
apparently also just for making a regular Friday night feel a bit special.
It sounds like a really well-made wine that balances that Napa power with elegance. Thoughtful winemaking, definitely. Avoiding those extremes.
Well, here's to finding those wines, the ones that make moments memorable. This whole dive into the Davies 2021, based on Mia's review, really shows there's so much more to wine than just what's poured, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
So a final thought, maybe,
Yeah.
for you listening. When you think about this Davies Cabernet, or any wine, really, how much does knowing that story, the people behind it, their philosophy, their connection to the land, the specific place it comes from, how much does that deepen your appreciation?
Yeah, does knowing the narrative beyond just the taste actually make those moments you create with the wine better, more meaningful?
It's something to think about, isn't it? How that extra layer of knowledge might enrich just the simple pleasure of enjoying a really good glass of wine.